80 to 90% of startups are coming in healthcare sector. They don't have a founder. Co-founder is a medical doctor. The end user is either doctor, patient, nurse, or the medical fraternity or from there. So interestingly is over here, any doctor who are full-time practicing, do the practice. That's not an issue.
So good evening. Doctors are trained to heal the medicines. They have to train to treatment. But today we have an opportunity to go beyond that, build or do some innovation. Today we have Yash Pandya, who's a healthcare expert, and here who's doing the healthcare startup, observing healthcare startup ecosystem very closely in and out. So welcome Yash Pandya to
Thank
the
you so
Medical
much, sir.
Marvel podcast.
Thank you, sir.
So what is happening in Indian healthcare startup? What opportunity do we have?
Sir, in Indian medical sector and specifically healthcare sector is booming right now, and we are the world's third largest ecosystem in healthcare sector because the highest population which we have, and the data of McKinsey just show that there is out of 1,800 patient, only one doctor is available in India, right?
Can you come again? Out of 1,800
patients, only one doctor is available.
Oh,
So the ratio is very drastic difference is there. So we need doctors as well as we need doctors with the become an entrepreneur also, because doctors know their day-to-day practices they are doing, so they know the where are the challenges, what are the procedure can be changed, and it can give the big impact either in diagnostics, either in the treatment, or maybe when patient are hospitalized. So they can share their problem statement, or maybe they can work on their problem statement. So currently what I am doing, I am taking the problem statement from the doctors. So either in diagnostics or treatment or the technology or the service sector, and those problem statement I documented. I can keep him as a mentor and share with the young doctors or the different discipline students also, either in design sector or maybe biotechnology or microbiology students. So they can churn their mind, they can come up with a good solution of that problem. Now I can sit with doctors and the person who are giving the solution, and the first mentor is the doctor, because this is problem has been in his brain.
he know the problem better.
Yeah, so he can explain those things. Okay, the solution which you are giving right now is good, you can improve on these things, and the ownership will become right, and the way they can start from idea to innovation to the idea, the first journey has been started. The second part will come the government. Gujarat government is giving up to 2.5 lakhs of grant under the SSIP 2.0. So if you have a good idea, they can give directly the 2.5 lakhs of grant in your account. So Gujarat is only one of the state that are giving this privilege we have. And
Or this doctor must be from Gujarat or
Yes.
any part of India.
For the 2.5 lakhs of grant, they must be from Gujarat. So education must be from Gujarat and under 35 of age.
Okay.
And the second grant has been given by the again education department up to 10 lakhs of grant. So from proof of concept to the MVP level, you can avail that grant. So again, the 2.5 lakhs is giving education department, and 10 lakhs is also given by the education department.
Great. You are observing the doctor also, and you are observing the who's a problem solver entrepreneur. Okay.
Yes.
So one skills what you identify in doctor, that entrepreneurial skills already they have and they don't recognize. From your perspective, it's like doctor already have that ability, but they don't realize entrepreneurial skills.
Maybe because they are hectic schedule and all, and startup ecosystem for them is a new, so maybe they're challenging. Because it's a risk based thing, so they don't want to take risk sometimes. If I can invest my time, not only the money but time into this startup, if it doesn't work out, then maybe that hesitation will be there. But nowadays most of the doctors are coming up as a startup, right? Very well known medical practitioner who have 20-25 years of practice, they become the entrepreneur now. So now that that problems has been solved by them. So maybe now they can just awareness is the only issue. Maybe awareness is there, then that problem can be solved.
So, what mindset from doctor side it is required to become an entrepreneur or to be found a startup? What mindset, you think that these kind of doctors are getting the success in the startup and these kind of are resisting?
Commitment and problem solver approach.
Okay.
These two approach should be there. Commitment is there because you will not get a success very easily here in very short period of time. So you have to invest 5 to 7 years, or in medical sector up to 10 years. So that is a big commitment. That, and second thing is that if they have a positive attitude that yes, I can change the life and one person can be saved with my product and something like that, that wo jasba hona chahiye sab.
Great. So as earlier you mentioned that lot of doctors coming to start their own startup. but I have also seen a data. It's a very few percentage. The kind of numbers we have in India. So the kind of person who's the kind of doctor is coming to build a startup, it's a percentage is less. So what do you think that is stopping doctor to not put in their lag in a startup?
So that I'm saying that awareness and communication is the biggest issue right now, because doctors, they see medical studies is very hardest, in top 5 hardest studies is one of the medical is there. So they don't have a time. They focus on their studies and exams and completing NEET and all these things. So they don't aware with this kind of another perspective or another horizon is available for them. So awareness is one issue, and second is that if they will know these things and they want to use their creativity over here, they don't have a time. So if they can get this good specific time for that, that can be also problem solving for them.
A doctors who want to do beyond his practice, a kind of a startup, he don't want to lose his practice also.
Of course.
So this week or what should be his task and activity, so he can parallelly along with his practice he can build a startup. If he have a good problem statement, what he like no what is fundamental or structural things he have to do monthly, weekly, so he can reach out to a full-fledged startup founder.
True, sir. So 80 to 90% of startups are coming in healthcare sector. They don't have a founder. Co-founder is a medical doctor.
I'm coming to my next question. This
yes,
only.
but the end user is either doctor, patient, nurse, or the medical fraternity or from them. So interestingly is over here, any doctor who are full-time practicing, do the practice. That's not an issue. But give your some time in a 1 hour in a week or 2 hours in a 15 days to those startups and mentor them, nurture them. So they can be the making the products is right perspectively they put it into the market, because end user is you. After 4 years or 5 years, I invested my time being a non-medical person and I make a medical device. When I put into the market, doctor will say, yeah, this is not working. This is not actually we want. This is not a problem solving which we are facing right now.
Right.
So instead of that, from the day one, if the doctor can be approached by the startups and they solve it, then it will be the best.
If doctors involved in every step, POC will be the perfect, and then the final product will be the perfect.
Perfect, exactly.
Sometime I have seen that proof of concept is okay, it's working fine. When you will scale that everything will collapse, and during these things it will take 4 to 5 years, money, time, effort,
Exactly,
energy,
sir.
and where you are perfectly fine that if you fit a doctor, day one they can test real world.
Exactly. So when you are going for a scalability, at that time you looking for the material also, you can looking for the accuracy, precision, most importantly the certification.
Okay.
In the healthcare sector, medical devices you are making or service you are making or any technology, certification is very important, either from the CDCO or ISO. Once they have received, then you can put into the market. So that will take more time, and doctors and any medical practitioner give the specific guidance for that.
So a doctor who is working right now, he don't want to start his own startup. However, he love to mentor any startup. What opportunity he have and what kind of platform where he can register himself and participate in these kind of activities.
Okay, sir. So on Startup India's website, there is a Bhaskar program is going on. It's a mentorship program.
Okay.
So any doctor wants to register himself, so they can register on the portal, and all the information they can give. The Startup India registered startups can be approached them via email, or if the contact details is that they can direct approach them. So doctor can be mentor them. Interestingly, that nowadays some of the doctors are coming up from the leaving the orthodox method of investment. They can invest into the startup also in terms of money.
Okay.
So two things will happen here. If I am a doctor and I am investing in startup, so that means my time is there, my money is there. So I am taking it very seriously, that person. Second thing is that today's company is a 1 crore of revenue. I want my exit when it become a 10 crore. So my money will be all going to be double or more than double.
So he'll be actively putting his time
yes,
and energy.
Time and money and energy. Three things over there.
So great. As we look, many healthcare startup is failing. So if the healthcare startup person, he hire a co-founder as a doctor, how the doctors can prevent these to fail?
First of all, to approach the doctor, and doctor will say yes, that is the biggest challenge over here. But yes, doctor can be they are approachable, and once they understand the concept of the idea, because they are doctor or any investor not investing in the startup, they invest into the founder specifically.
Okay.
Founder is have a vision, has a commitment and consistency in their project. The doctor or any investor come give their time and come on board for sure.
So let's go to in a word, Harvard University, they have their who's reading or who's doing his study, he can do the experiment, he can build his startup there itself. Okay. So a medical college students want to build any kind of healthcare startup in India ecosystems. What he needs to do, what he like no, what his steps should be so he can build
Okay.
proper.
So I can bring into the 5 steps. So first step is that if you have any idea, just go to the SSIP cell, Student Startup Innovation Program cell. You can get the 2.5 lakhs of grant. If you avail that, it's good. If you don't avail, no problem. Go to the Gujarat Student Startup Innovation Hub. It's again education department. They are giving up to 10 lakhs of grant, and you will definitely avail those either of these grant. The first thing is that. Second part is that you have to one industry mentor should be there. So either in a Gujarat Chamber of Commerce or CII, attend those events and be a part of those events. You can get a good mentors from the industry perspective because you make a good idea. You have a amazing product, you can make it. But industry is ready or not, that is very important. So simultaneously, that mentor should be there. So second part, the mentors either from the academician, your faculty, or from the industry person should be there. Third thing is that you require the commitment. So other grants are available. The industry minds are giving 30 lakhs of grant that you can avail for that. So up to 30 lakhs for the proof of concept to MVP level, you can avail that. And BIRAC, Biotechnology Industrial Research Council, they are giving up to 50 lakhs of grant.
Okay.
That also you can apply for that. And plus point is that they are not only giving the grants, but they are giving the exposure of the nationwide expert in your sector.
Okay.
From the IITs, IIMs, professors, you can approach them, you can talk with them, and they can be mentor you in your startups.
So I would love to know a healthcare startup doctors who want to do anything. What are the you think like 4 to 5 problems yet it is there in the market which is not like no solved. So doctor actively can look on this problems a statement which is really need to be solved in India by the doctors where doctor interventions or doctor must be a co-founder and what kind of problems.
True, sir. Currently only the 65% of rural area has not get the specific specialized doctor, as well as there are no specialized infrastructure of medical infrastructure. So the doctors can become intervene here as a telemedicine, or the online they can consult the patient and giving the right medication and treatment. If something is happened in a small village, accident or something like that, at that time the preliminary health center will be maybe approachable, but they don't have all the facilities and the opinion of the doctor. So at the right time the doctor can come and guide them. That telemedicine or the tele consulting should be required. The first thing is that is a big area. Second thing is that infrastructure point of view in the rural area as well as in the urban areas also, the stretcher become the bed, and the bed become the stretcher, and stretcher become the chair. That kind of innovation we can do it.
Okay,
right?
So stretchers become a bed become a stretchers like no foldable things or
Foldable thing.
Okay.
So the patient will just sleep and that just move the couple of part and it becomes
So-
there. Right now is available from China or somewhere other country,
Okay.
not the Indian made. So if we can make that kind of thing, it would be great.
So let's one doctor who's building the startup, a investor or a VC or an angel investor or a VC who want to fund the doctor's lead startup. What 2 or 3 things primarily he see or observe or analysis before investing?
The first thing, vision of that founder, the team of founder, that is very very important, because startup is run by only these two people, team and the vision of the founder. That two things doctor can see. Third thing is that if they avail the grants from the government or some other agency, that means they are committed and they have used very well. And most importantly, their books, income books, whatever the income they come and go, that is very
So
important.
vision, team, and managing the finance. You
Finance.
say these things
Should be aligned and synchronized whatever the founder is saying, that is doing. તો હવે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ ને સાહેબ, મનમાં જે ચાલે છે બોલો છો અને કર્મ, આ ત્રણે વસ્તુ અલાઈન થવી જોઈએ.
So
એ થયેલી હોય તો doctor
must be synchronized.
synchronize.
Great. So, like you see, many doctors are starting and they are failing. So, what your point of view? Common things they are doing. That's why they are failing. Doctor lead startup.
So doctor startup is going to fail. You are saying?
Yeah. I'm saying the doctor lead. If doctor who is starting and if they are failing in their startup, what like no pattern or a common mistake they are doing? That's the leading them to fail.
Sir,
It's a problem or it's a team or it's a vision or not enough actions where they are losing.
So normally, if the mainly specifically in the scalability and sustainable part, to scale up the startup, because at some point you can grow very well, but after some amount you want to grow bigger than you expected, and if you are not ready, market ready at that time, then you are going to be fail, because your vision is aligned, your finance is aligned. your product is fit to market, but you are not good enough to scalable and sustain for a
Sustain.
long time,
Okay.
then it's doing the big impact.
So great. We'll come to our last part. So from now 10 years, what India look like no doctor lead startup? How it will look in healthcare startup? Doctor lead by like startup. What kind of percentage can grow, or how do you see like no doctors will be a part of this ecosystem?
Sir, in the AI world right now, so I was thinking the AI based diagnostic will be there. Doctor will be there definitely, but preliminary screening or something by the AI diagnostics are there. Precision making or the personalized medicines will be there for any diseases like cancer or something which can be not curable as of now, we
Right.
can say.
Okay.
So for that, precision making and precise medicine can be done by the
So
doctors.
it will help in the predictions way before its detections to.
Yes. So before detection, they can find out, okay, this kind of things by the genetically mapping, gene mapping, they can identify this could be
Okay.
the happen, and before that, they already available medicine or vaccines are available. That doctors can do that.
So we'll summarize in our podcast that doctors don't have a just ability to treat the patient; they have a ability to solve much bigger problems.
Exactly.
Is available, but they just have to step in and be patient to solve that.
Yeah, not only change the life, but they transform the life with the vision.
Transform the life. So thank you very much
Thank you so much,
putting
sir.
this knowledge and putting a seed in doctors' mind that how they can look beyond their practice and beyond the daily day-to-day treatment.
Right.
Thank you for joining
Sure.
the
Thank you.